Okay, imagine this. You've actually done it. You've separated your time like completely from how you earn money. You could be, I don't know, sipping coconut water on some amazing beach somewhere, watching the waves.
Yeah, the dream scenario.
Exactly. And while you're doing basically nothing work-related, your bank account is just ticking upwards, quietly growing.
No boss breathing down your neck.
No fixed schedule you have to stick to, just income flowing in.
Yeah.
All because of these smart strategic things you set up maybe months or even years ago.
You know, that whole idea, true financial freedom, it used to feel like something only for like the super wealthy.
Right. Totally out of reach.
But heading into 2025, that reality, it's actually much more accessible, more democratized than it's ever been, honestly, mostly thanks to tech and just better access.
Yeah, absolutely. So welcome everyone to today's deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Our mission today really is to give you a bit of a shortcut to that kind of freedom. We've gone through a whole stack of sources, synthesized them to pinpoint and really analyze 15 passive income ideas.
And these are ones that feel particularly relevant right now for 2025.
Exactly. So if your goal is building, real financial durability, some resilience, we're basically going to walk you through the mechanics, how this stuff actually works.
Okay, but before we really jump in, we absolutely have to stress the definition we're using here. It's important.
Yeah, good point.
We are not talking about get-rich-quick schemes. That's just fantasy land.
Right. No magic wands here.
Passive income, fundamentally, it's about creating a system, something sustainable. Could be an investment, could be a digital asset you create, maybe some kind of automated setup. But the key is it generates repeated cash flow for you without needing you there every single day, actively managing it.
That distinction is so critical. I like thinking of it, like planting seeds.
That's a great analogy.
You absolutely have to put in that initial effort. It's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You buy the seeds, prep the soil, water them, nurture them, get them rooted.
Takes time, takes work up front.
But once those seeds grow into like strong trees, they just keep bearing fruit year after year, sometimes for decades. Right. And you only need to do minimal upkeep.
Yeah, the asset is working for you then, not the other way around.
Exactly.
So as we unpack these 15 streams today, we really want you listening to think about your own resources right now.
Yeah, what do you actually have to work with?
Because some of these ideas, they definitely need some starting cash, to get the engine going. Others, they need your time. A lot of upfront time, creativity, packaging up what you know.
Right. Our goal is really just to give you the granular detail, enough so you can figure out which seed feels like the right one for you to plant, maybe starting today.
Okay, let's get into it then.
Let's jump straight into the first big theme: financial assets and long-term investment.
Right.
So this group of ideas, it's mainly about using capital you might already have, putting money to work. Once you place the money, acquire the asset, your active input should drop off. Well, pretty dramatically. Hashtag tag A. Financial assets and long-term investments. Capital focus.
Okay, so first up, idea number 1, dividend stocks.
Ah, the classic.
Absolutely. Probably the oldest, most reliable passive income play there is, really.
And the concept, it sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? You own a tiny slice, a share of some huge established company.
A piece of the equity.
Right. And because you're technically a part owner, the company shares the profits with you, sends you cash payments, usually quarterly. Those are the dividends.
Yeah, just for holding the stock. And what makes dividend investing, I think, particularly powerful today is just how easy it is to get started. It used to be, you needed a broker, lots of research time.
Felt complicated.
Yeah, but the 2025 edge, it's really these AI-powered trading apps. They're pretty sophisticated now.
How so? What do they actually do?
Well, they don't just randomly recommend stocks. They track fundamental data. Things like debt-to-equity ratios, free cash flow history, dividend growth rates, sometimes going back decades.
Okay, so real analysis.
Exactly. It lets even beginners filter for what they call dividend aristocrats. Those companies with super long, reliable track records of paying and increasing dividends. You can find them in minutes.
I definitely find that analytical approach more comforting than just throwing darts at a board.
For sure.
And we're talking about huge, stable companies here, usually. Your Coca-Colas, your Microsofts, Johnson & Johnson. Names you know.
Right. Household names often.
You buy the shares, they send you money 4 times a year. And if you set up a DRP, a dividend reinvestment plan.
Yeah, DRPs are great.
That income automatically buys more shares of the same company for you. So it compounds. Your ownership grows, your future payouts get bigger, and you didn't have to lift a finger to reinvest it.
That compounding, that's the quiet engine behind this whole strategy, really. It's incredibly powerful over the long term.
There's a trade-off though, right?
Oh, absolutely. We have to be clear about that. First, you need initial capital to buy the shares. And second, it demands serious patience.
Yeah, this isn't going to replace your job income in 6 months.
Not even close. It's a slow burn. It builds into something substantial, but usually over a decade or two. It's more of a legacy wealth builder, you know?
Gotcha. Okay, so sticking with that capital focus, but shifting towards hard assets now. For a long time, owning real estate just felt impossible unless you had like a massive down payment saved up.
Hundreds of thousands, yeah.
Which brings us nicely to idea number 2, real estate crowdfunding.
Right. Crowdfunding has basically just smashed that capital barrier to pieces.
How does it work exactly?
It's essentially a way to own a fraction of a property. These online platforms let investors pool their money together. So instead of buying a whole building, you chip in to buy into these big, sometimes institutional grade projects.
Like what kind of projects?
Think large apartment complexes, big office buildings, maybe even medical centers or industrial whiff houses. And the investment minimums can be surprisingly low, sometimes just $100 or maybe $500 to get started.
Wow, okay. So much more accessible. And the passive returns.
Yeah.
Where do they come from?
It's pretty elegant, actually. 2 main sources. First, you get your share of the rental income the property generates.
Makes sense.
And second, you benefit from the long-term appreciation, the increase in the property's value over time.
And what's the biggest plus for someone wanting passive income here?
Oh, this is crucial. You totally sidestep the classic landlord nightmare.
Yes. The midnight calls.
Exactly. You don't screen tenants, you don't chase down late rent, you definitely don't get that call about a burst pipe at 2 a.m.
Okay, that sounds appealing.
The platform, the company running the deal, they act as the full-service asset manager. They handle everything. Your job essentially ends the moment you wire the funds.
And then you just collect checks.
Pretty much. You collect your proportional share of the profits, often paid out quarterly, just like dividends.
You know, we looked at that example of Sarah, the teacher.
Right, that was a good one.
She put, what, $500 into a platform, some commercial office space deal, and within a year, she started getting these small quarterly payouts. She wasn't dealing with leases or anything, just putting her savings into an asset class that used to be totally off limits for her.
That really shows the power of it. Technology democratizing access to these institutional quality assets, it's a game changer for smaller investors.
Okay, so that's fractional ownership. But what if someone does have more significant capital? The traditional route, buying a whole property, is still an option, right?
Absolutely, and it can offer potentially higher returns, but only if it's automated properly. Which leads us to idea number 3. Rental properties, but optimized with smart management.
Right, so traditional ownership, definitely capital intensive, big down payment usually needed, but the returns can be strong.
They can, but the passive part today, it relies almost entirely on using modern tech to cut out the manual work. We're way past paper applications and driving to the bank with rent checks.
Thank goodness. So what does that tech actually do?
The shift is huge. These smart property management platforms, they automate pretty much everything now. Okay, they integrate with banks for instant online rent collection. They handle digital lease signing and storage, and maybe most importantly, they have these really sophisticated maintenance ticketing systems.
So if a tenant has a problem,
they submit a request through the app. The system doesn't just log it, it can automatically assess the urgency, find a pre-vetted local contractor based on the issue, and dispatch them. Sometimes without you even needing to approve it if it's within certain parameters.
Wow, okay, that's pretty hands-off.
It is. And for short-term rentals, like Airbnbs, the automation goes even further.
How so?
Platforms offer automated guest messaging, dynamic pricing tools that adjust your rates based on local demand, events, seasonality, all in real time. Keyless entry systems you can manage remotely.
So you could literally run an Airbnb from another country?
Theoretically, yes. You find a good property, set up the management software, and maybe a reliable local cleaner, and you could potentially manage it from anywhere. That's about as passive as property ownership gets.
Okay, but the catch is still there, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The trade-off is unavoidable. Returns can be high, yes, but the upfront capital needed for that down payment is still the biggest hurdle for most people.
And you're still exposed to local market risks, property taxes going up, that kind of thing.
Exactly. It's not risk-free, even with the tech.
Okay, let's switch gears slightly within this financial asset theme. Still involves using capital, but focusing on earning interest rather than equity. We jumped this one down the list a bit, but idea number 13, peer-to-peer lending. P2P.
Right, P2P lending. We put it here because it really functions like a financial asset you hold.
So what's the core idea?
You're essentially cutting out the middleman, the traditional bank. Instead of letting your savings sit in a bank account earning, minimal interest.
Often depressingly low.
Yeah. You use these online platforms to lend your money directly to individuals or maybe small businesses who need loans. You become the lender, and you earn interest as they pay back the loan.
Okay. I have to admit, playing banker, even on a small scale, sounds riskier than just putting money in a savings account.
Yeah.
How do you manage that risk?
That's the key question, absolutely. And historically, default risk, people not paying back their loans was the big drawback.
Right.
But what's changed, especially looking towards 2025, is the sophistication of AI in credit scoring.
Okay.
These platforms now use algorithms that analyze way more than just a simple credit score. They look at thousands of data points, bank transaction history, public records, sometimes even behavioral data, all in real time. It gives a much clearer picture of the borrower's actual risk.
And does that directly lower the risk for the lender?
It helps, but the main risk mitigation is diversification. The platform automatically fractionalizes your investment, meaning instead of lending, say, $1,000 to one single person,
Which feels pretty risky.
right, the platform might lend just $5 or $10 of your money to maybe 100 or 200 different borrowers, all with different risk profiles assessed by that AI.
Ah, okay. So you're spreading the risk super thin. If one person defaults, it's a tiny loss.
Precisely. That fractionalization, combined with the better AI scoring, makes the overall risk profile much more manageable than it used to be, say, 10 years ago.
And the returns, are they worth the remaining risk?
Generally, yes. The interest rates you can earn are typically much higher than traditional savings accounts or even bonds to compensate for that borrower risk. It's definitely still riskier than an FDIC-insured savings account, let's be clear.
Sure.
But the potential returns are designed to reflect that added exposure.
Okay, that wraps up our capital focus section then. Dividend stocks, crowdfunding, smart rentals, P2P lending. All ways to leverage money you might already have.
Right. Money making money.
So now let's pivot pretty dramatically, actually. Let's talk about leveraging your time, your creativity, maybe your unique knowledge.
Yeah, this is exciting. This brings us to our second major theme, digital assets and content monetization.
This is really the playground for folks who want to build assets but maybe don't have a ton of starting capital.
Exactly. We sometimes call these the create once, sell forever models, or maybe sell almost forever.
Yeah. What defines this category for you?
Infinite scalability, really. You put in the work to create the digital product once. After that, the cost to make another copy to sell it again is essentially zero.
Love that. Okay, let's start with idea number 5, selling digital products.
This is such a sweet spot, so accessible.
What kind of products are we talking about?
Oh, anything downloadable, really. You invest your time up front creating something specific. Could be an ebook on a niche topic, design templates for social media, maybe a specialized spreadsheet.
Like a budget tracker?
Yeah, or a project management template. Could be presets for photo editing software, a printable planner, a workout plan, even a set of really well-crafted AI prompts for a specific task.
Okay, lots of possibilities.
Yeah.
And how do you actually sell them?
The infrastructure is already there. It's seamless. Platforms like Gumroad, Etsy, even setting up your own simple storefront with something like Shopify, they handle everything.
Everything.
You upload the digital file once, they process the customer's payment, they automatically deliver the file to the buyer. It's fully automated. Your only real ongoing task might be, updating the product occasionally if needed.
We talked about James, right? The guy with the Excel template.
Yeah, the freelancer budget template. Good example.
He didn't just make a general budget template. He niched down, made it specifically for freelancers dealing with quarterly tax estimates.
Specific problem, specific solution.
Priced it pretty low, like $9.99. But the results were amazing, almost $10,000 in revenue, selling over 1,000 copies in just 6 months.
And that highlights the core lesson, I think. Specificity wins.
Right.
You don't necessarily need to invent something totally new. You just need to find a recurring problem, maybe for a niche audience, and create an efficient solution for it. The work is the upfront creation and maybe some marketing. The reward is those sales potentially rolling in forever.
Okay, so if digital products are often about tools and templates, the next idea is more about packaging your knowledge itself. Idea number 6, online courses.
Yeah, if you know how to do something well, could be coding, cooking, knitting, playing guitar, public speaking, anything that knowledge is an asset you can sell.
How does that work passively?
Again, platforms make it easy. Think Teachable, Thinkific, Udemy, Skillshare. They provide the tech infrastructure, the hosting for your videos, the payment processing, sometimes even marketing tools to help you find students.
So you record the lessons once.
Right. You package your expertise into video modules, maybe add some downloadable worksheets or resources. You create the course curriculum once, upload it, and then students can enroll and take it anytime, ongoing.
What's the big trend here for 2025, though? Because online courses have been around a while.
That's true. The big shift we're seeing is away from those massive, 10-hour comprehensive mega courses.
Yeah, those can feel overwhelming.
Totally. The market is now leaning heavily towards micro courses.
Micro courses, meaning?
Shorter, much more focused learning experiences, designed to teach one very specific high-value skill really quickly.
Okay, give me an example.
So instead of a 10-hour complete guide to graphic design, you might create a 90-minute micro course on, say, mastering the pen tool in Adobe Illustrator, or 3 simple steps to optimize your LinkedIn profile for job seekers.
Ah, I see. Bite-sized and results-oriented.
Exactly. People seem to be suffering from information overload. They don't want a huge commitment. They want a quick win, a specific problem solved fast.
And presumably they're easier and faster to create too.
Generally, yes. Less production time for you, they solve an immediate pain point for the user, which can mean quicker sales and often higher student satisfaction because they achieve the specific goal they signed up for.
Makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's shift to video content now. Huge potential for monetization there. Idea number 4, YouTube automation channels.
This one fascinates people. The idea you can make significant money on YouTube, the biggest video platform on earth, without ever showing your face.
Or even writing the scripts yourself, right?
Potentially, yeah. It's kind of like applying a manufacturing process to content creation.
How does that work?
Instead of being the personality, the star on camera, you act more like the director or the strategist behind the scenes.
Okay.
You identify a niche, figure out video topics, and then you outsource or automate the actual production.
Outsource how?
You might hire freelancers for script writing. You could use sophisticated AI voice cloning tools for the voiceovers. Some sound incredibly human now. Use video editing software with templates or hire editors. AI can even help generate thumbnail ideas.
So you're managing the process, not doing the creative work directly.
Pretty much. Building a system.
Okay, that sounds efficient, but let me push back a bit. YouTube is insanely crowded.
Yeah.
Billions of videos. Isn't the competition just impossible to overcome, even with AI helping?
That's a totally valid concern. And yeah, if you try to make a channel about funny cat videos, you're going to get drowned out instantly.
Right.
The strategy relies heavily on 2 things. First, smart niche selection. You can't be broad. Think deep dives into specific space facts or maybe forgotten historical events, or analysis of very niche financial strategies, topics with dedicated audiences but less competition.
Okay, find an underserved corner.
Exactly. And second, it often relies on volume. Because AI and outsourcing lower the cost per video, you can potentially produce more content relatively cheaply.
And how does the passive income part work?
Once your videos start getting views, maybe ranking in YouTube search or getting suggested, Google's AdSense system automatically places ads on them. You earn a share of that ad revenue. So the passive mechanism is the ongoing accumulation of ad views across a potentially large library of evergreen videos content that stays relevant for a long time. It just keeps earning month after month, ideally.
Interesting. Okay, sticking with content that ranks in search engines. Let's talk about the written word. Idea number 9, blogging with ads and SEO.
Ah, blogging. Yeah, a lot of people think it's dead or like a relic from 2008.
Right. Isn't everyone on TikTok now?
But it hasn't died at all. It's just evolved. It's become much more sophisticated. And it can still be incredibly profitable if done right.
So what's the key now?
It all hinges on SEO, search engine optimization.
Yeah.
You absolutely must understand what people are actually searching for on Google.
Finding the right keywords.
Yes, but more specifically, finding the questions people are asking. Often long-tail keywords, those longer, more specific search phrases. And then you need to create the single best, most comprehensive piece of content online that answers that specific question.
Okay, quality is paramount. We need to unpack a concept here that's crucial for modern blogging. Topical authority. What is that?
Right, good one. Topical authority basically means Google sees your website as the expert on a particular subject. You don't achieve that by writing just one article. You have to cover the topic exhaustively. So if your blog is about, let's stick with the example, budget travel in Europe, you need articles on everything. Finding cheap flights, the best hostels in different cities, visa tips for specific countries, hacks for local transport, money-saving apps for travelers, packing lists. You cover every angle.
So Google thinks, okay, these guys know everything about budget travel in Europe.
Exactly. They see you as the definitive, trustworthy source for that entire topic cluster, and that helps all your related articles rank higher.
And the revenue. Where does the passive income come from?
It's layered, which is nice. Once you build up enough traffic, you make money from display ads. Ad networks automatically place these on your site, in your articles. You get paid based on views or clicks.
Okay, standard ad revenue.
And then, crucially, affiliate links. You embed links within your articles, recommending specific products or services, maybe that train booking site, a particular backpack, a travel insurance provider.
Yeah.
If a reader clicks your link and makes a purchase, you earn a commission. So that blog post about budget travel keeps earning from both ads and affiliate sales long after you've written it.
And AI's role here.
Huge efficiency booster. AI tools are fantastic for speeding up keyword research, identifying those long-tail questions, and even generating structured outlines for articles. Helps you create that high volume of quality content much faster.
Right, makes sense. That structure, recommending things and earning a commission, leads perfectly into our next idea. Number 8, affiliate marketing.
Yeah, this is almost the foundation of so much online passive income, isn't it?
Seems like it. What's the simple definition?
It's just recommending stuff you like and getting paid for it. You promote a third-party product or service, ideally something you genuinely use and trust, using a special trackable link.
Your unique affiliate link.
Right. When someone clicks that link and buys the product or signs up for the service, the company pays you a commission. Simple as that.
Now, everyone knows about the Amazon Associates program, right? Recommending products on Amazon.
Yeah, that's often the starting point for people.
Where's the bigger opportunity now? In 2025, is it still just Amazon?
Amazon's still huge, but the really exciting growth and often higher commissions are definitely in digital services.
Like what?
Think SaaS tools software as a service. Things like email marketing platforms, project management software, website builders, graphic design tools.
Okay.
Also AI applications, online course platforms, subscription boxes. The list is massive.
And why is that better than just recommending a physical product on Amazon?
2 main reasons. First, the commissions are often significantly higher percentages. And second, this is the really powerful part. Many of these services offer recurring commissions.
Recurring, meaning?
Meaning, if you refer someone to, say, a $50 per month software tool, you might earn a percentage of that $50 not just once, but every single month that person remains a paying customer, maybe for years.
Wow, okay, that's passive income. You make the sale once, and the money keeps coming in.
Exactly. That recurring revenue model is what makes affiliate marketing for digital services so incredibly potent for building truly passive, scalable income streams. It just compounds over time.
Okay, that idea of shifting from single sales to recurring revenue is a perfect bridge to our final category. Let's look at specialized media and automated systems.
Right. This section focuses a bit more on niche monetization and using tech to manage actual infrastructure for you, sometimes physical, sometimes digital.
Cool. Let's start with idea number 7, print on demand, or POD.
POD is such a clever model, I think.
Why that?
Because it completely removes the 2 biggest headaches of selling physical products: holding inventory and handling shipping.
Okay, how does it avoid those?
So you, the creator, you just focus on designing stuff. T-shirts, mugs, phone cases, posters, hoodies, whatever. Usually with unique designs or slogans, often targeting a specific niche audience or hobby.
Got it. So I make the design, then what?
You upload your design file to a POD platform. Companies like Printful, Printify, Teespring, Redbubble, there are lots. They connect to your online store, maybe an Etsy shop or your own website.
Yeah.
Nothing happens until a customer actually buys it. Only after someone places an order for, say, that t-shirt with your design.
Does the POD company print that one t-shirt, handle the payment processing, and ship it directly to the customer.
So you never have to buy stock up front. Never risk having a garage full of unsold shirts.
Never. Zero inventory risk. Zero shipping hassle. Your main job is creating appealing designs and marketing them.
And designing sounds like the hard part, but AI's changing that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
AI design tools are getting really good. They can help you generate hundreds of unique design variations, maybe based on a text prompt or style examples, in literally minutes. It massively lowers the barrier to creating a large portfolio of designs.
So once those designs are uploaded to your store, they're just sitting there, ready to sell. Permanent digital assets, really.
Pretty much. Generating sales while you sleep, hopefully. The ongoing effort becomes more strategic, watching trends, maybe refreshing designs, checking quality, but the core fulfillment is automated.
Nice. Okay, let's shift from design goods to raw creative assets. Visuals, idea number 11. Stock photography and videos.
Yeah, this is about monetizing your camera skills, or even just your good eye. So that amazing sunrise photo I took on vacation, or maybe some drone footage I shot of the city.
Exactly. Those high-quality photos or video clips can become little income-generating assets. You upload them to stock media websites. The big ones are like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Getty Images.
And how do you make money?
You earn a royalty payment every time someone licenses and downloads your photo or video clip to use in their own project. Could be a website, a presentation, an advertisement, whatever.
Does it pay much per download?
Honestly, usually not a huge amount per download, especially for photos. The key is volume, getting lots of downloads across a large portfolio of images or clips.
What's the big demand signal here in 2025, though? What are people really looking for?
The demand is absolutely exploding for video stock footage.
Video. Makes sense.
Think about it, all the YouTube channels, TikTok creators, businesses making training videos, online course instructors, social media ads. Everyone needs good quality licensed video clips. And it's often way cheaper and faster for them to buy stock footage than to film it themselves.
So if you're good with a video camera, or even a drone,
that's a huge opportunity, especially high demand for 4K, even 8K footage, unique perspectives, diverse subjects. That's where the real potential lies in stock media right now.
Okay, similar driving forces, but for audio. Let's talk about idea number 10, music and audio licensing.
Yeah, same principle, different medium, if you've got musical talent or even just solid audio production skills.
Like making beats or background music.
Exactly. You can create original audio tracks, could be background music for videos, podcast intro jingles, sound effects, specific musical loops or beats, and then you license them out.
Where do you do that?
Platforms like Epidemic Sound, Artlist, Audio Jungle, Pond5. They specialize in licensing music and sound effects to creators.
And the demand is high here too.
Sky high. Again, think of all the podcasts needing theme music, YouTube videos needing background tracks that won't get copyright strikes, indie game developers needing sound effects, filmmakers needing affordable scores.
Right, the content creation boom fuels it.
Totally. So you upload your tracks. Content creators often pay a subscription to these platforms for access. Every time your track gets downloaded or used, you typically earn a royalty, often based on how the platform structures its payouts. It's passive income from your musical creations.
Okay, let's swing back to the written word again, but in a more traditional format. Idea number 14, self-publishing on Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, KDP.
Ah, yes, KDP. This remains, I think, one of the most powerful, potential, long-term passive assets you can build with creative effort.
So writing a book and selling it on Amazon.
Essentially, yes. You write a book, could be fiction, nonfiction, a guide, anything, and you publish it directly onto Amazon's platform yourself. It's surprisingly straightforward.
And Amazon handles
everything else. They list it on their massive global marketplace, they process the payments, they deliver the ebook version instantly to Kindle devices or apps. They even offer a print-on-demand service, so readers can buy a physical paperback copy without you ever touching inventory.
Just like POD for shirts, but for books.
Exactly, and you earn a royalty on every single sale, ebook or paperback.
What's the real appeal here for passive income? Is it quick money?
Not usually quick, no, but the longevity is incredible. That's the real draw.
How so?
We know authors personally who published niche nonfiction books, or maybe specific genre fiction like romance or sci-fi 5, even 10 years ago, and they are still earning hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars every single month in royalties from those books, often with zero ongoing marketing effort.
Wow, so the book becomes a permanent asset.
Pretty much. Once it's written, edited, formatted, has a good cover, and is uploaded, it just sits there on the Amazon shelves, potentially earning for years or decades.
And AI must be impacting this too, right? Is AI writing the books now?
Well, I wouldn't recommend having AI write the entire book if you want quality and reader trust. The core idea is the story, the expertise that really needs to be yours.
Okay, so where does AI help?
It can massively accelerate the process. AI tools are great for outlining complex nonfiction brainstorming plot points, helping with research, and crucially, they can really help with the technical hurdles.
Like formatting?
Yeah, formatting the manuscript correctly for ebook and print used to be a huge pain. AI tools can streamline that. They can also help generate really professional-looking book covers, which are vital for sales. They basically speed up the path from finished manuscript to published books significantly.
Gotcha. Okay, now let's move into something that sounds maybe more tech-heavy. Pure infrastructure. Idea number 12, building specialized AI tools and apps.
Right. Now, this one might sound intimidating to some listeners, like you need to be a Silicon Valley coding genius.
Yeah, my first thought is I can't build an app.
And maybe you can't directly code it yourself. But the opportunity isn't necessarily about building the next ChatGPT or Google. It's often in creating much simpler, specialized AI tools.
Specialized how?
Tools designed to solve one very narrow, maybe annoying or expensive problem for a specific group of users.
Okay, give me an example.
Instead of a general AI writing assistant, maybe it's an AI resume builder, but tailored only for, say, software engineers transitioning into management, or an AI logo generator that specializes only in minimalist logos for startups.
Ah, niche again.
Exactly. Find a specific pain point that a simple AI application could solve. And you don't necessarily need to code it from scratch. You might use existing AI APIs or partner with a developer. The key is the idea and understanding the niche need.
And the passive income model here.
It's beautiful. Subscriptions, the SaaS model, software as a service.
Right. Recurring revenue again.
Yep. You charge users a relatively small monthly or annual fee to access your specialized tool. Once the tool is built, launched, maybe scaled up a bit, assuming it doesn't need constant major updates.
Yeah.
It just runs automatically. Collecting those recurring subscription fees from potentially hundreds or thousands of users who find it valuable, it's passive income generated by automated digital labor, essentially.
Very cool. Okay, last one. Let's bring it back to the physical world. Idea number 15, vending machines and smart kiosks.
Yeah, the humble vending machine. It's actually one of the oldest forms of passive income, if you think about it.
But it's changed a lot, right? It's not just dusty machines selling soda and chips anymore.
Oh, completely modernized. The 2025 version is often a pretty high-tech automated system.
What makes them smart now?
A few things. Telemetry is huge. They report their own sales and inventory levels remotely, so you know exactly when to restock and what's selling well without visiting constantly.
Okay, efficiency.
Definitely. Cashless payments are pretty much standard now. Credit cards, mobile payments, some have dynamic pricing capabilities, and they're often evolving beyond just snacks.
Into what?
Specialized kiosks, selling maybe high-quality coffee, healthy food options, electronics accessories, PPE. I've even seen some that double as mini charging stations for phones in airports or malls.
Interesting. So where does the passive part come in? You still have to restock them, right?
You do. The passivity comes from the technology handling the actual sales transactions 24/7 and giving you the data remotely. The main work, the crucial part, is upfront and strategic. Finding and securing the right location.
Location. Still true.
Absolutely critical for vending. The income potential depends almost entirely on foot traffic. A machine placed in a busy office building, a popular gym, a large school or hospital, that can be a little cash-generating machine running on autopilot.
And the ongoing work is just.
Primarily restocking inventory based on that remote data, collecting the cash if it takes cash, and occasional maintenance if something breaks or jams. It's relatively minimal compared to the potential income if you get the location right.
Wow. Okay, that was a lot. We just went through 15 really different ways to potentially build passive income. From owning tiny bits of companies or real estate, all the way to deploying AI apps or smart vending machines.
Yeah, a huge range. From purely financial plays to highly creative ones to tech and infrastructure, it's a massive amount of info to take in, for sure.
So as we kind of wrap this up, let's circle back to that really important point. The essential truth we mentioned right at the start.
Yeah, the one that often gets glossed over in excited articles about passive income.
Right. The sort of climax of this whole deep dive, maybe the biggest takeaway, is this. Passive income is never truly 100% passive right from day one. It just isn't.
Absolutely not. You must put in significant upfront effort. That's the price of admission. No way around it.
And that effort looks different depending on the stream, right? It could be a big chunk of capital to buy that rental property or build a dividend portfolio.
Or it could be months, maybe even years of your focused time, your intellectual energy, your creativity.
Yeah.
Planting those digital seeds, like writing that book, building that blog's authority, or creating that online course.
Yeah, you really can't outsource that initial core creation, can you? The foundation has to be solid.
Exactly. But, and this is the crucial but, that upfront effort, that's precisely what unlocks the reward. Because once the system is built, once it's running, once it's optimized, whether it's that high-ranking affiliate blog, that fractional real estate investment churning out distributions, or that successful micro course people keep buying, it keeps working for you. Long, long after your main active input has stopped. It really is the closest thing most people can get to legally printing money.
That's the real goal, isn't it? That durable path towards genuine financial independence, building these systems, these assets.
Yeah. The more of these automated systems or income-generating assets you can set up, the more resilient your finances become. It starts to free you from that constant need to trade your active time directly for a paycheck.
Gives you options. Freedom.
Exactly. So the actionable challenge we want to leave you with today is this. Take a moment. Think back through these 15 ideas we discussed, and be really honest with yourself about your current resources.
Yeah. Do you have more capital available to invest right now? Or do you have more time, specific skills, or creative energy you could leverage?
And based on that honest assessment, try to identify just one stream, just one, that resonates the most with where you are right now and what your immediate goals are. Which one feels most achievable for you to start?
And then, and this is maybe the most important part, don't just think about it. Don't wait for the perfect time, because it never comes.
So true.
The absolute key to building passive income is starting. Take that first small step. Start planting that one seed today, whether that means opening an investment account, drafting the first outline for your micro course, or researching P2P platforms. Just begin.
Yeah, and always keep that core philosophy in mind, the one that underpins basically everything we talked about today. Stop just working for money. Start designing systems so that your money or your assets or your creativity starts working tirelessly for you.
Well said. Until next time, we really encourage you to keep exploring this fascinating intersection of capital, creativity, and technology. Think about it. What niche could you potentially dominate with a simple tool? What knowledge do you already have that people would pay to learn? Keep digging deeper.